Hey guys, Emmanuel here with another splashing thoughts moment. So let's talk about some crazy shit. So, as you know, there is a lot of conspiracies out there about how an elite of people are trying to, control the population. They think they're better than everybody else, and so we've got obviously we've got a lot of people on this planet. I mean, if I'm going to start sharing my stuff, look at this, the world population counter, right? So we're almost at 8 billion people. um, I think there's room for plenty more, if you want my honest advice. Okay. There is room for a lot of us, but apparently some people think that we're too many and it's not sustainable. Again, I think otherwise. But here's a fun thing. I just, you know, maybe you know about it, maybe you don't know. If you know, great. Just like my video and move on. If you don't, I want to share something. This is called the Georgia Guidestones. Okay, this is some stones in the United States. Now, this is the actual picture of where it's at, and I'm going to show you where it's at here on the globe. So let's just go here, right? So in Georgia, look at that. This tiny little monument, I guess, right, of these stones on our beautiful planet Earth in the United States. And some idiot decided to put this on it. Check this out. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. All right. So it says here, you can see here it says 500 million, but I'm going to show you the actual text because it's mind-boggling. Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. So, how does this conspiracy now about reducing population sound like when you have a monument in the United States writing that you have to maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature? Doesn't this make you what the fuck? I thought you were kidding. I know, we thought there's some conspiracy nuts out there. Well, look at that. I mean, somebody made the effort of putting that in stone and just carve it into stone and so on. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. I can agree with that. Unite humanity with a living new language. I think I speak 5 languages, and I think every language is beautiful in its own way. So I disagree with that. Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Well, yeah, I mean, this is what we want, but I think we can all agree that laws have been made to protect the rich, not for the poor. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. This is actually pretty cool. Instead of fighting and bombing each other, we should probably do that. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. I totally agree with this one. So this actually makes sense. So the reason I'm showing you this is because in all conspiracies out there, some of it makes sense and something is just cuckoo crazy. Like, again, in this particular case, is really the first one that we have to just, how the fuck did he come up with this number of 500 million? Anyway, I don't want to derail too much in conspiracy here, but I think it's safe to say that some individuals need to be checked. Okay. We don't want to ever have to go through this nonsense. I mean, if you're really thinking about it, back in the 1800s, we were just 1 billion. So back then we were considered too many, as per what this guy says here. So since 1800s, we've grown to close to 8 billion right now. So in less than 200 years, we've we grew 8 times. Okay, this doesn't mean that we will grow another 8 times in the next 200 years. Okay, because in the meantime, there's also death, obviously. Thanks to China, more than 60% of their population is male. So China will see a regress in population probably in the next 25 to 30 years. Most of their population is males between the age of 40 to 50. So unless they all live to 120 like Bruce Lee. Joking aside, but I think their population will see a decline in the next 25 to, let's say, tops 40 years. Okay. Yeah, so that's one thing. And then on the Western side here as well, you see how people are barely making any kids. They cannot afford, they don't want to, they're selfish, they like their lifestyle and of being single, they don't get married, and so on and so forth. And now all the progressive movements and all the genders out there and whatnot, we will see a decline in population as well. So yeah, I think all of that is somehow made to guide the population in such a way, not necessarily bring it to 500 million. Okay, I think that's crazy. It's unattainable. It's impossible. But keeping it at around the between 7 to like 11 billion people, I think this is where we will always be situated. And even Elon Musk agreed that and we actually have a decline population problem, because right now all of us we produce and consume whatever is out there, and if you're looking at it from an economic standpoint, you need consumers. If you're looking again from the other aspect of economic standpoint, you need people that produce to maintain the status quo and all the resources for the way they are. So I believe it's important to just look at it from the perspective that if you produce, you're obviously essential. If you don't produce and you consume, you're also essential. So everybody's essential on this planet. Anyway, so these are my splashing thoughts in regards to this particular conspiracy theory. It's real. It's not a fake. There's people out there that actually believe this nonsense. We just got to make sure they never get to rise to power, where this goal of theirs is achieved. Okay, so yeah, anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, and I look forward to the next show. Subscribe to my channel, comment below if you agree or disagree, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Thank you.